The clouds, it was a little drizzly out there. We saw Jeremiah, he had an umbrella up in Mason County today.
Yeah, just kind of that gray November day. George, wondering if there's going to be any more snow in the forecast, though.
Well, this is typical of mid-November, of course. We may not like it, but this is what we get. Absolutely, some drizzle, some sprinkles. We do have some snow in the forecast, just not this weekend. But it is the season that we do start to see some snow. Today, at least, was a little bit milder than yesterday. A little bit of a cool down for your Saturday before we begin another warm up at the end of the weekend. 13 weather ball is blue because of that slightly cooler day in view, but should be dry. For the deer hunters heading out, not much change in temperature overnight. We'll stay in the low 40s, only mid 40s tomorrow. Gee, cloudy, 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 cloudy. Yes, it's going to remain pretty cloudy here for the next 10 days. We've had a couple of breaks in the clouds and a couple of light rain showers, especially along the lakeshore today, where there's been trace amounts. Down on the end of the lake, Benton Harbor had about 1/4 of an inch of rain. We've now cooled off from the afternoon highs in the upper 40s into the mid 40s, still 48 down here in Benton Harbor. And as you can see, some breaks, some sprinkles there in green. Still some showers along the lakeshore, Ottawa County, coming inland of Van Buren County. That'll continue here for the next several hours. Middle part of the country, pretty quiet. Northeast, a lot of snow. You saw maybe the game in Cleveland yesterday evening, football game. Lots of snow there. Wind, rain, and snow here in the Pacific Northwest. A couple of systems there, a couple of systems there. We are going to be on the quieter side here in the Midwest. Cool in the Northeast and Northwest, big bubble of warmer air. We're going to start to tap in a little bit of that later on this weekend. There are the light rain showers this evening, just a cloudy day on Saturday and during the day on Sunday as well. As we go through the rest of the weekend, we'll start to see some light rain moving in Sunday night, and then there's another slug of some rain on Monday that will end on Tuesday. That system going by to the south of us will draw down some much colder air. So toward the end of next week, reinforcing shots of colder air, we'll be bringing in some lake effect clouds and lake effect snow. And it's going to be lake effect snow season for probably 5 or 6 days right on through the end of the month. And of course, that will lead to likely accumulation downwind of the lake. Southwestern counties will be the areas that will see most of the snow. Nothing before Friday. That will all be Friday afternoon all the way into the weekend and maybe even early next week. Some spots down here in southwest lower Michigan could be approaching a foot of snow. Didn't want to hear that, did you? Look at this, cold air across much of the eastern 3/4 of the country with a bullseye right here in the Midwest around St. Louis. This is wrapping up November into early December, and we have an equal or higher chance for more precipitation. Guess what? These are from synoptic systems, which means there are storm systems coming through. Not a lot of storm system kind of snow. We're going to see all of ours in the form of lake effect during that time period. As far as tonight, maybe still a sprinkle at the lakeshore, especially from Muskegon down through Holland. Upper 30s north, around 40 south. So this is a little bit milder than this morning. Upper 30s north, mainly cloudy. You might see a break or two in the cloud cover. Similar here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Some scattered showers right in through here this evening. Most areas will stay dry inland. Overnight lows right around 40. 13 on your side forecast. So today, mid and upper 40s will be cooler tomorrow, low and mid 40s, but back to upper 40s on Sunday. Sunday night is when we would see some light rain coming in towards daybreak on Monday. Most areas will see rain Monday and 51. That'll be the last really warm day of the month. And then 40 on Tuesday with some light rain, especially early in the day. Back into the 30s then for highs Wednesday through Friday. Right now, Thanksgiving looking dry. We took the snow out of the forecast, pushed it into Friday through the holiday weekend. Next weekend, maybe a little challenging for travel here in West Michigan, but not this weekend.
Okay, that's good. And people do want to hear the snow weather, but
they do.
Not right now.
Just a little bit longer.
Thank you, George.
Well, a quieter and milder day here in West Michigan. Let's put it this way, more seasonable day. We did have some scattered light rain showers from time to time as anticipated. We got a couple of sprinkles out here, but I also see some breaks in the clouds. What's ahead for your Saturday? 13 weather ball is briefly blue, just a little bit cooler weather in view, and then warming up again for Sunday and Monday. Walking the dog this evening, this is Roxy. Rosie going to give you the green paw this evening. Wouldn't rule out a sprinkle, but generally just cloudy skies all night, and we'll stay in the 40s, dropping from the mid 40s into the low 40s by daybreak, so well above freezing. Hey, Michigan State, hey, they're going to play football here in a short while. About 2.5 hours from now versus Purdue. Just cloudy skies. A little bit of a northwest breeze, going to be that kind of bundle up with a blanket kind of night as temperatures fall into the low 40s. Tomorrow at 3:30, Over in Ann Arbor, 45 degrees, kind of a breeze out of the west-northwest. Feels more like a 40, but another dry day. And Notre Dame's playing in New York City at Yankee Stadium against Army. 44 and cloudy. It'll feel more like 39 there. We've had some breaks in the clouds, but generally a cloudy day and some light rain showers. You can see a couple of those just moving through the area. Some of these are courtesy of Lake Michigan. More active weather over in the northeastern U.S. where they still have rain and snow going on. Low pressure system moving away from us at the present time. But we're going to see with that northwest flow shift more to the west during the day tomorrow. That'll eventually clear out the any types of precipitation, but just leave us with all these low clouds around all the way through Sunday. Later on next week, we'll start to see some light rain showers come in late Sunday night and more likely on Monday. That'll last to Tuesday morning as it transitions away from us. There'll be another system passing to our south the middle part of the week. No threat from that, but what that's going to do is drain down some colder air. Look at this. This is lake effect snow showers up and down the lake shore all the way into the following weekend. This will be starting on Friday next week through Sunday. And of course, with the colder air coming across the much warmer waters of the lake, no synoptic or system snows coming through. This is Friday. This will be all that lake effect snow building on up. Look at these spots right down through here. Southwest lower Michigan, perhaps 10 to 12 inches of lake effect snow, and a lot of that's going to be sticking around. Here we go. That's winter. Forecast for the end of November through the first 6 days of December. High chances we are going to see a return to that colder air. And as far as precipitation, no synoptic or system snows coming in for the most part with that northwest wind. It's all moisture starved. We'll just see lake effect snow here in West Michigan that first week of December. Forecast for tonight, maybe still a sprinkle this evening along the lake shore, but well above freezing, upper 30s to near 40 degrees. Northern areas, mainly cloudy skies, around 38 to 39 for your lows. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, maybe a sprinkle or a spritz of some drizzle for a little while, but overnight lows right around 40. 13 on your side forecast. Dry weekend, maybe a peek at the sun, but generally overcast weather the next 10 days. 46 tomorrow, a little cooler than today. 49 on Sunday. Light rain Sunday night, but a good area of rain on Monday as we hit 51. That'll be the warmest the rest of the month. Dropping to 40 with the rain departing on Tuesday. Then we'll drop into the upper 30s Wednesday, Thanksgiving Day, and Black Friday. But the lake effect snow kicks in next Friday, about a week from now, and that'll last through the following weekend. Get those holiday decorations up before Thanksgiving.
I'm doing
Yeah, just going to get colder. All right, thank you, George.
George, it feels like November, and I think this weekend it's going to start looking closer to the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays because people are going to get those decorations out.
It's going to turn a lot more festive, we hope. And now all we have to do is just add some snow to that, right?
Yeah, next week, right?
Yeah, next week. Not this weekend, not for your pre-Thanksgiving travel. But that may change as we get through the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. I know it will change. I'll tell you how much here in just a moment. 13 weather ball tonight is blue, just some slightly cooler weather compared to today in view. But it looks pretty good this weekend. Highs today, we're in the upper 40s, above our average high, which has now slipped to 44 degrees. So this was about a dozen degrees warmer than yesterday. High temperatures, and we came just within our forecast range. Perfect on Fridays, 5 days in a row where we have been within our target range. And this is another red day here in West Michigan. Past 31 days, we've only had 3 days where it has been cooler than average. We're going to start to put a bunch of blue days together, I think, in about a week or so. And it's because the upper level winds starting to get a lot more dynamic. We had that first dynamic system come through during the day yesterday. That's the upper level representation of that moving off the eastern seaboard. Now we've got this west-northwest flow that's going to be kicking in later on this weekend. It's going to bring in some milder air all the way into Sunday and Monday of next week. And then we're going to see the jet stream starting to pull down some cooler air. There'll be a strong system passing to our south later on next week. No system snow with that, but what's happening is it's going to start dragging down some of this colder air from the northwest all the way starting next Friday through the first several days of December. Look at that flow coming right in out of central Canada. And since there are no systems coming through the area, this will be mainly lake effect snow building up. Look at the lack of precipitation here in the Great Lakes region all the way through Thanksgiving Day. There is some snow out here in the mountains of Colorado, but really not a lot of active weather despite what you're hearing on national news for the next several days. However, into the end of the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, that colder air starting to build up in here in the northeastern U.S. downwind of Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, even Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Could be several inches up to a foot of snow. Most of the rest of the country not looking all that bad for the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Last Friday, we had a chance to see warmer temperatures here in the Great Lakes region. That is now shifted as we've gotten into another week. So early to mid-December, we've got high chances for a cold pool of air to linger on into the middle part of December with warm here in the southwest. And even though we have those cooler temperatures coming over the Great Lakes region, the system snows are going to be lacking, so we don't have higher chances for systems to come through the Great Lakes region. Any of our snow would likely have to come from lake effect snow, which means inland be a lot less snow than there will be at the lakeshore during that 2-week period. Tomorrow, just a cloudy day. Couple of breaks here and there, mid and upper 40s. This will be another warmer than average day. To the north, mid 40s here with mostly cloudy skies and dry. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we're looking at highs around 46 to 47. Not a bad November day. Get out and put those Christmas decorations up. 13 on your side forecast. 49 on Sunday. It'll be dry as well under mostly cloudy skies. Late Sunday night, the western counties will start to see some system light rain move in. Most of the area will see rain on Monday, up to 51 degrees. That rain will linger into Tuesday, and it becomes windy. That's because the colder air starts to filter in. Starting next Wednesday, Thanksgiving Day and even Friday, our highs will only be in the 30s. Overnight lows will finally fall below freezing starting Wednesday morning, and then the lake effect snow will start the following Black Friday, lingering on into December. Juliet?
So it looks like it's going to be good for travel on the day before Thanksgiving on Wednesday.
Right
here.
now it does.
Thank you, George.